Hey guys, today I have an exciting replay where I managed to get almost 9k damage in my Rinoceronte while turning a losing game into a victorious battle. The tier 10 Rinoceronte is notorious for having atrocious DPM mixed in with unreliable armor, but today we will make this tank shine. Let's jump right into the battle, which we will be starting on the 1 line. Why does this E100 think I can't hit its lower plate from here? This M103 is going to try getting an angle on me. Nope. Nope. Rhino, your one saving grace is supposed to be your accurate gun. Oh, this is bad. This is really bad. If the two E100s push all the way up to where our Conqueror is, our team will not be in good shape because we will have to deal with almost upwards of 4,000 HP, and I might be able to damage them, but we have to keep in mind, they have more HP than I have DPM, so it's time for me to fall back at this point. Okay, this position gives me a decent hull down to fight from, so I'm gonna stay here for a bit because I don't want to completely abandon my 60 TP yet. Alright, I am done shooting standard ammo at the E100s. It's time to switch to heat. I don't want to shoot yet. I want to wait to at least have my second shell reloaded. Hell's Wrath, the FV in my platoon, has been giving off a lot of warning shots this round. But buddy, I need you to start making your shots count, okay? There's no way I'm going to be able to take on all these tanks on my own. I'm starting to get pushed into a corner and I need you to pull your weight, man. And now, both teams are down by one tier 10 heavy tank. I got to make a stand here, guys. Otherwise, there will be nowhere else to fall back to. Other than the garage, of course, but let's try not to do that. I should be able to use this rock as a hull down, but if they're shooting gold, they will shred my turret. Nevertheless, I need to stay here and win this fight, because running is no longer an option now. Things are about to get very heated now. Hell's Wrath is going to have to make a kill shot here, otherwise it will be game over for me. Now that was a clutch shot from Hell's Wrath. With one shot, he eliminated the Object 752, who was easily the most dangerous tank in the enemy advance because the Object had the highest HP and probably a 3-round clip loaded in. If that Object would have made it to me, I am sure it would have been game over. Now, all I have to do is prioritize their KPZ because that tank has retarded DPM and heat rounds that can easily pen me. And after dealing with the KPZ, the E100 should be an easier target.
Huh?
Unfortunately for us, the enemy AMX 1390 decides to cross the open field in order to push our FV, who happens to be on reload now that he shot the Object 752K. This AMX will fully clip out our FV and pick up the kill on our FV, but the good thing is, in the process of him doing that, he will also get taken out by the M5Y and the STRV on our team, who happen to be paying attention, fortunately. So we end up losing our FV, but we don't have to worry about an autoloader coming in from behind us. That was a close call, guys. RNG was trolling me with that last low roll, but fortunately our magnificent yacht tank was able to secure the kill in the E100. I got so lucky that the E100 was not able to pen me with either of his shots, because I am going to need all the HP I can get before this battle is over. After the E100 gets destroyed, my first thoughts are to push the one line to try and flank the enemy TDs, but then I quickly change my mind and decide to play close to our base. First off, I don't have the DPM, so if I get pushed by all three of them at the same time, then it will be game over for me very quickly. So I need to stay close to my STRV and my yacht tank. With their team still having a light tank in play, their light tank could easily outspot me, making me an easy target for their waffle or their hori. Which is why I decide it's probably best to stay behind the tracks and let their team do the pushing. Let's also not forget that I have no clue what the HP of their waffle and hori is currently. So I have no choice but to let them come to us and hope for the best. The next 2 minutes of the battle are very boring. Basically, I just kept poking the tracks to see if I would get spotted, and of course I continually got spotted for 2 minutes straight. but eventually I realized I wasn't accomplishing anything by poking the tracks, and also that the Hori hadn't been spotted for quite a while now. I figured that the Hori might have been taking the time to rotate around the map to push the B1 position, and I didn't want to give him the corner for free, so I decided to retake the B1 corner. This was one of my better callouts. Good instinct to move back to the B1 corner. Otherwise, this Hori 3 would have put us in a very difficult position. Now that the Hori 3 knows that I'm here, he's going to be a little hesitant to push in, and I want to keep poking him to let him know that I'm paying attention to him. Here he comes! Now that his buddies got spotted, I think they will all try to apply pressure at the same time. This Hori straight up high rolled our STRV for 851 damage, which unfortunately leaves me as the last tank standing on my team. And I have to take this opportunity to fully clip out the Hori and send him back to the garage, because this Hori is easily the most dangerous enemy tank in the game right now. Boys, that's a lot of stress off my shoulders. Now, all we have to do is prioritize their waffle and hope to God that their light tank does not try to escape and hide for the last 2 minutes. We still have our HP intact, so I'm confident that I can win this 1 versus 2 situation. And I really hope and wish that their light tank decides to push me and fight me for a win, instead of turning this game into a draw, which would just be sad. The waffle just fired, so I'm gonna let my second shell load before I pick up the kill. Down to the last tank. And the good thing is that the T-54 lightweight is choosing to go into the corner instead of going back over the tracks and making an escape. No matter what happens, guys, I cannot afford to miss this next shot. This battle is my current damage record in heavy tanks, at least, as of February of 2024. The Rinoceronte is definitely not a competitive tank, but I do like this tank because of its accurate gun and its clip potential. This round, we managed to pick up the Ace Tanker badge and a high caliber medal with just over 1400 base experience and 8.9k damage, 8.9k combined damage. The Rinoceronte may be a weak tank overall, but I do enjoy playing this tank, and if you use this tank's combination of gun depression, accuracy, penetration, clip potential, shell selection, and mobility correctly, this tank can really take bites out of the enemy team's HP pool. I must have done at least over 2000 damage to one of the enemy E100s alone, and being able to fully clip out a healthy Hori 3 at the end of the game took off a lot of pressure. I hope you guys enjoyed today's replay. Putting together my replays with cinematic cuts from the game does take a lot of effort, so please remember to like the video and subscribe for new content coming out soon. Thanks!